Agree or not, 2020 has been hell of a year. As much as there were too many chaos, ups and downs we faced resiliently, there are some extraordinary things happening too. Right before this year is about to end, lovers of the sky witnessed a very rare phenomenon which is big enough to amaze the rest of the world. No wonder they call it the Christmas star. But it doesn't stop right there. The Great Conjunction is an event that happens every 18 to 20 years. It's the time when the gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn, tend to meet each other when seen from our planet. This alignment creates a view as though both these planets are intersecting at their respective orbital rays. So, a Great Conjunction occurred on 21st December this year, a few days before Christmas, which was also the longest night of the year. But what makes this year's conjunction so rare? Both these planets only reach this close to each other once in 400 years. To lift up the hype, this is the first time in history that the Great Conjunction occurs at night after nearly 800 years. This means it's more visible from almost every place on our planet. Astronomers believe this is one of the most amazing and mind-blowing astronomical events that we will get to witness in our time. It means that the next time something like this happens, we won't be around anymore. The astronomical events and behavior of the planets play a huge role when it comes to astrology. An astrological theory says every time this conjunction happens, the president of the US dies. But this has not been acceptable after 1980. When we look at astrology as a branch of science, the behaviors of planets and space elements like the sun and the moon comply with some radiation and energy emitted into our planet. That may explain how zodiac signs match with some basic personalities of people at times. In this case, as this is one of the rarest conjunctions, astrology has new set of visions regarding this year and the upcoming year 2021. Before we could go any further, head on to our channel to find more videos on interesting topics. In the meantime, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell so that you will always stay connected. Astrologically, conjunction means two or more planets line up exactly. When they line up, their vibrations blend and work together. Individually, the energy of Jupiter is said to be similar to that of a generous leader with health, wealth, and having good time. Saturn, however, is more related to strict responsibility and setting limits. When they collaborate, astrologers believe that is basically promoting power struggle based on the ways to rule. From general perspective, it speaks of things like cultural reform, political shifts, and so on. With more insight, the conjunction happens at close to 0 degree, which indicates a completely new beginning. Taking this to our advantage, our society can take this new start to enhance our approach about personal and global issues, which is definitely going to be a lot easier as motivated by the astrologers relating to the Great Conjunction. This sounds like everything we need at this very instant, right? Maybe some of you don't believe in astrology, or some of you do. The point is, we are not up for a debate to decide the approachability of astrology. Let's give it some thoughts. What happened this year is surely going to affect the coming year. Well, we can't run away as things are already set into motion. But let's set aside corona pandemic and think about all the other things that has happened. Being optimistic, many things are actually in parallel with the prediction based on the Great Conjunction. US elections took part this year. Joe Biden became the president of the USA after winning against Donald Trump. These two leaders surely had very different visions about leadership. Now, let's recall the astrologer's statement: power struggle based on the ways to rule. It feels like the prediction meant the two presidential candidates. As we all know, the political shift in the USA will affect the global politics, which means that we are all indirectly reformed by these election results. What else did we have in 2020? We had the issue of George Floyd, and millions voiced out against racism. Even new hashtags were created, like Black Lives Matter. It feels like we are heading towards a cultural reform approaching 2021, as it was derived from the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn earlier. Maybe these intersections can mean that the Great Conjunction, without us knowing, is changing our lives for the better. Or maybe these are all just exaggerated coincidences. Well, we have only one way to find out. We all know 2020 has been a taxing year, but we should not forget that it taught us that everyone has to play a role in global safety. All of us have been molded, evolved to be more health conscious, value relationships, and build confidence to face any challenging situation. Believe it or not, our lives are going to change and we are going to love it. At least, now we have something that makes 2020 more special than we thought it is: the Great Conjunction. Even Mayan calendar ends on 21st December 2020, the day of the conjunction. Perhaps this digs deep for an energetic start of 2021. Hey, we haven't talked much about astrology in our journey. Perhaps we should. Tell me if you would like to hear more about astrology on our channel. And if you have any other topic suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for your tremendous support throughout this year, and wishes for a very happy new year from Quantum Vimana.